Hello everybody, long time no making videos. I've been away for about a month now. Um, so just the update I guess from the last video. So basically I went through the operation and I had to recover for like a month. My like sick, whatever, uh, let's just say vacation is over, or my sick leave, whatever, is over this Sunday. Now it's Friday. So in a couple of days, so I'm gonna start making videos again now, and hopefully we won't have any issues from now on. And regarding the fitness stuff, physique updates and stuff, I'm still a bit swollen from the operation, so I think I'll wait till like July when most of the swollenness goes away from the operation, so I can kind of like do my stuff again and go with that. Otherwise, doing pretty good. I'm really happy with the results of the operation. So basically I had an operation done on my body due to weight loss. So that's basically what the operation was, and that I'm doing a physique update on that regarding the fitness stuff. And this video specifically is going to be not an update video, just wanted to update since it makes sense. It's the first video after a month. And I wanted to talk about a different subject. But anyways, that's pretty much what has been going on, why I've been making videos for a month. And I'm gonna try to get back to it at least once a week now again and do my stuff. I'll probably get to it more if I have more time now to make more videos, and then I'll also work on different projects that I still have to do in other places. But anyways, that is pretty much what has been going on. I obviously said that I was going to be away for weeks, and yeah, I just wanted to let you know what happened exactly and what I've been through and what is this current situation, so you don't wonder like why I'm not perhaps making like fitness content right away and stuff like that, so it makes sense. But anyways, today I wanted to talk about your beliefs, where they come from, and other people, and how they react to your beliefs. So basically, if you think about like your beliefs as a person, your beliefs come from just you kind of deciding how you want to feel about certain things based on your own experiences. So if I have a belief that you should be detached from things on this earthly planet because it will bring you pain if you're attached to an extent, so you should always be willing to walk away from people and things like that. That's a belief, and that belief comes from experience and knowledge and wisdom from certain events. Now another person might think attachment is healthy and good and it makes life worth living and so on, so on, so on. Now these two people might have completely different experiences. The other one might not have any bad experiences, for example with people or losing stuff in his life, and this person might have just had a perfect life where everything went perfectly. And on the other hand, the person who likes detachment is the person who has had a lot of bad experiences, had experienced a lot of losing materialistic things, people, relationships, whatever. And that person has that mindset because of that experience, and that person has because of that experience. So it's like the way your beliefs are shaped in this world is based on what you have been through, what experiences you have, and that's what your brain starts believing because it makes sense to you, right? So that's the way beliefs work. And when you're looking at other people, you have to remember that other people and their beliefs are based on their experiences. So when you're judging them, don't judge them based on what they believe, because that's just their perspective. And you have your own perspective on life because you've been through your own trauma, your own relationships and so on. So you can't compare your lives because people have different beliefs based on what they have experienced. So it's very important to take that into consideration when you are talking to people, and to avoid judgment for no reason, because everybody has a different perspective on life and due to that different beliefs. A friend might tell me like he believes this, you should do this a certain way, and I might say you should do this a different way, but we might disagree because we have different experiences that contradict each other's beliefs that we have developed over time. So it's very important to basically consider how you're being perceived based on those beliefs, because you could maybe even explain this to people when you're talking to them and try to get them to understand the way beliefs work and why you believe something. It's because you've had this experience, so it makes more sense to the other person, rather than just trying to force your beliefs on other people. Try to make them understand why you have a belief and understand why they have a certain belief, because they have a certain belief because of the fact that that's the experience they've had to believe that belief. Their belief might change actually based if something bad happens to them in the future. So the beliefs can change a lot, and the way you perceive the world, just based on the things you've been through. You might believe in something for a year, and then your mind might completely change. So take that into account. And the thing with belief as well is, belief can be very powerful because it can trick yourself and others into believing something that might not be very healthy or good for you. So that's something to keep in mind as well when it comes to beliefs. Now, the way I think you have to recognize what is a good and a bad belief, like is something healthy or not. You have to have a sense of accepting other people's beliefs and listening to their perspective on things, and if it makes sense, you could accept that as your own belief. Because sometimes you just have to rationalize what you're believing in and does it make sense. A lot of beliefs come from just bad experience, honestly, and then kind of just deciding to stick to that instead of exploring new things and new beliefs and new experiences in life. That's how a lot of self-suffering can come from, is believing only that certain type of things will happen. But there's also the opposite of being too positive as well, so you have to find a middle ground, to be honest. Just be ready to accept new information and handle it and see what works for you, I guess, in a sense. Basically, I think the key thing with beliefs is keeping an open mind to new information and finding the origin of your belief, so where it comes from, and deduct if it's actually a good belief or not, if it serves you, basically. Because having useless beliefs is just kind of useless. Certain beliefs can destroy you or work for you. If you have a belief that some kind of a addictive thing is really good for you, even though it's bad for you in reality, but you believe it's good for you or it's fine to do it, like a bad habit, like, I don't know, drugs, you think it's good for you when it's not. That's kind of a belief which you have to kind of go into yourself and seek the answers, because at the end of the day, a lot of answers in life are within yourself, in your own mind. A lot of problems from our subconscious, and the way you change your beliefs is to go inside your own mind, because that's where the keys are, is in your own head. The keys are in you, in a sense. Like, the way I've always changed my beliefs, or the way I've always worked on myself, is first I kind of go inside myself, I think about a lot of stuff deeply, and then I kind of come to certain conclusions, and I try to keep an open mind to new perspectives and information from other people, as well as obviously my own opinions and views. And I try to separate just bad experiences and good experiences, and try to look everything at neutrally and objectively, and combine everything I have and make a neutral perspective on something, because that perspective is more likely, and the belief is to be true and accurate and useful, and is probably going to serve me better than if I just look at bad or good and choose one belief. So I try to kind of look at both and then make a balance of both as a belief, because that's usually the best belief, because it leads to a good life when you keep everything balanced. Balance and moderation is everything in life, I think, regarding everything. But I think you just have to kind of go inside yourself and think about these things a lot. Most of self-improvement, in fact, in my humble opinion, is just going inside yourself. That sounds kind of weird, but anyways, basically go into your own mind and think about a lot of stuff, and basically just figure out what it is that you want to believe in. Look at everything objectively and take the good and the bad experiences and look at what you want out of life, basically. If it serves you, it's most likely good. Not always, but most likely good. But just think about these things. That's the most important thing. That's what I always encourage people to do, is just think a lot, because that's what I do a lot, is just think a lot about a lot of subjects and topics. Sometimes I'm not the best at articulating what I'm trying to say from my thoughts. I might have a lot of like good ideas and thoughts. I'm not the best at articulating or bringing them out always in the way I want to, or they might come out of me in a bit of a rough, masculine kind of let's just go get it type of way. Sometimes I think my videos might say something a bit rough compared to like how a woman would say it, like a bit maybe softer and nicer. I might say things a bit like straight up, like that's how I've always been, honestly. I just say how it is, you know. I don't really sugarcoat anything on this channel much, and I just kind of say what I think, and that's pretty much how I go about it. But that's what I would encourage you to do, is keep an open mind, think to yourself, challenge your beliefs, and think about where those beliefs come from. Look at your past experience and actually reconsider if something you believe in is bad or good or whatever. But anyways, thank you for watching. If there's a will, there's a way. See you in the next video.